Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasha Shanquay, and in today's video I'll be doing a Bible study on Matthew chapter 25 verse 33 through 40, but the verses that I will pay closer attention to is verses 34 through 40 because it really touched me when I studied this the other day, and I really just wanted to share it with y'all because it was very profound for me, and it really touched me, and it just leaped up off the page for me. And so I just wanted to share this Bible study with y'all. Enjoy me, sit back and relax and enjoy this Bible study, and I will see y'all soon. And from here on out, y'all will see my Bible study. Verse 33 says, "And he will put the sheep at his right hand and the goats at the left. Then the king will say to those at the right, 'Come, you that are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. I was naked and you gave me clothing. I was sick and you took care of me. I was in prison and you visited me.' Then the righteous will answer him, 'Lord, when was it that I saw you hungry and gave you food, or thirsty and gave you something to drink? And when was it that we saw you a stranger and welcomed you, or naked and gave you clothing? And when was it that we saw you sick or in prison and visited you?' And the king will answer them, 'Truly I tell you, just as you did it to one of the least of these, who are members of my family, you did it to me.'" Y'all, just wanted to write down this scripture because I feel like writing it down can help you to remember it better. I mean, you can just see it right in front of you. Even though I have my Bible in here, it's just something about writing down the scripture. So that's what I want to do here, write down the scripture. And then I'll explain it to y'all, the thoughts that I had and what I wrote down. So y'all just sit back and while I write the scripture down, and then I'll come back. Y'all, I have really enjoyed this scripture. I've read it over and over again because it just really stood out to me. But what I wrote down was, what stood out to me was that Jesus is letting us know what he expects out of us, come judgment day. Like, he expects for us to care for his people as if it were him that we were taking care of. Because like it says that, when he was hungry, you gave him something to eat. When he was in prison, you went and visited him. When you were sick, you took care of him. And so, just like where it says the righteous will ask him, "When did I do all these things for you?" And what Jesus said was so profound to me. And it's like he said that, if you've done this for my people, then you've done it for me. Just think about how powerful that is. And I just feel like we should all just really think about that when we're having to do something for someone, take care of somebody when they're sick, give them food when they're hungry. We should really truly think about that. Think about the fact that we're doing it for Jesus and not for humans. And it just kind of, goes to the Bible study that I did last week. But it just really stood out to me because I'm like, okay, I really got convicted by this, because it's like, okay, Taisha, are you really doing all that you really can do to help people, in their need? I just wanted to encourage, someone with this. Just think about the fact that when we're doing for people, that we're doing it for Jesus, and just try not to think about yourself when you're doing something. Try not to be selfish when we're doing for others. This scripture is showing us how we must take care of each other while we're here on this earth. While we're waiting for the Lord to come back, we should care for each other with love. Y'all, and I also like to reference other scripture. I said this in the Bible study last week, but I really like to reference other scriptures so it can just help me to, deepen my understanding of the word and what I'm reading, like the the main scripture that I'm reading. But in this case, it's James chapter 3, verse 15 through 16. It says, "If a brother or a sister is naked and lacking daily food, and one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, keep warm and eat your fill,' and yet you do not supply their bodily needs, what is the good of that?" Now just think about how people have came to us, and just me talking about the, trials and tribulations that we're going through. Say, "Oh, well, I pray for you and I hope everything gets better." And just like, no, we are supposed to be helping them. If we can help, we are supposed to be helping. Y'all, I hope this Bible study has encouraged y'all. And if it has, please like, comment,